Hey everyone, it's Jax Gaming here and welcome to the world of indie, and today's video is a special one. I wanna give a special shout out to Synderman for his help in giving me his input about the game in making this first impression video of the indie game called Yes, Your Grace. Without further ado, let's get started. Let's listen to the word of the developers. These are troubling times, Your Grace. The petitioners' petty matters exceed our limited resources. To say nothing of the war, a careful balance must be struck. Your throne awaits. It's a game of resource management, strategic thinking, and which it heavily relies on decision making, resulting in different outcomes, illustrated by the pixel graphics. This game is developed by Brave at Night.
Hello, dears and dudes. This is Snyderman, and I would like to thank Jax Gaming for allowing me to collaborate with him on this review. Yes, Your Grace is probably one of my favorite Let's Plays that I've done on my channel so far, so I really look forward to working with Jax and letting you know what I thought of the game and hopefully encouraging you to pick it up for yourself. All right, let's get to it.
Playing as a king, you listen to petitioners each turn and decide who needs your support. You can give them resources to gain their support, or you can give nothing at all, which makes them dislike you. You can hire up to 3 agents who are generals, witches, and hunters to aid your efforts, such as helping petitioners or solving a quest. Finally, as a king, you prepare for battle and make alliances with lords and kings. Lords and kings have different requests that needs to be fulfilled in order to lend their aid to you. When not playing as a king, you play as a father to aid your family with their personal problems and decide upon their fate.
As Jax was saying, there's so much unique about this game, and what really stood out to me was how different each character was from the others. Brave at Night did a fantastic job of making each character feel special. All the kings that you deal with, all the lords that you deal with, they have their own agendas, their own personalities that make them stand out from the others. And that's even true of some of the petitioners that come into your throne room. For example, Olivia of the People of the Oaks, she was always recognizable when she came into my throne room. And when I saw her, I knew what person I was dealing with and what kind of tasks I might be asked to do. So that was really, really impressive on Brave at Night's part, is making so many characters feel special. And that even extends to King Eric's daughters. It would have been really easy for them to make each daughter kind of feel the same, which would have made sense because they're siblings, but instead, they made each daughter kind of have their own unique personality, and I think that was a great job by Brave at Night to add that touch into the game, especially when you look at how many people King Eric deals with throughout the game. There are a ton of different characters that you interact with. And so Brave at Night being able to bring in so many individual personalities and kind of keep them from blending together was really, really impressive to me.
The game has an excellent music and is great to listen. The game also has a medieval vibe to it. Yes, Your Grace tells the tale of Devon, a medieval kingdom ruled by King Urk. The game is set in a fictional world where monsters and arcane practices inspired by Slavic folklore are the order of the day. In the game, you play as King Urk, a man whose choices will determine the fate of his family and those around him.
For me, the story is what I have the most to say about. I love what Brave at Night was able to do with this story. They divided up into 3 main parts. You kind of have the tutorial piece at the beginning, and then you're preparing for your first battle, and then you're preparing for your next battle. And I just kind of loved what they did there. And all throughout, you have these aspects of heartbreak and betrayal woven throughout the story. But what really impressed me most is the tiny details that they put in within the story. There are themes that you can pick up on throughout the game that really touch on some pretty heavy subjects, and I don't know if that was done on purpose or not, but Brave at Night did a really, really great job of really hitting some hard issues. For example, you have the relationship that Eric has with his daughters, especially his two oldest, where you're dealing with the daughters leaving home and these girls that are kind of coming of age and kind of realizing that, oh, I'm growing up and I'm expected to do certain things now that I'm of a certain age. And that's a huge detail. Another thing that they hit very well is not judging a whole group just by the actions of a few individuals within that group. That comes up a couple times within the story, and it's just an amazing touch by Brave at Night. I think they did a great job of just kind of hitting issues like that. And for me, the story is just so immersive no matter what you do. I mean, who doesn't love getting lost in kind of a fictional medieval world and just being immersed in the characters and everything that's going on around them? And who wouldn't want to be king? Like, let's be honest.
The game has a linear story with some decisions that affect the outcome, but all of these decisions does not affect how long the game goes. I complete the game about 6 hours, while according to how long to beat, it indicates that this game completes about 5.5 hours. The game does offer some replayability, as your action will affect the ending of the game. The story is great. It is rife with political intrigue and the character developments are well done. You can actually feel for them and care for them, especially when those critical actions chosen result in a way you never expect it to happen. If you like games with decision making and how those actions affects the outcome, this game is for you. It's short, simple, and makes you question every decision you make.
I totally agree. As I played through this story, I found myself falling in love with the characters. I just got immersed in the story itself. This is such a great game. Brave at Night did a really, really good job. I would highly recommend going and picking this up. It's available on Steam. I just absolutely love this game, and I will definitely go back and replay it because there were some choices that I made through my playthrough that I wish I had done differently. And I'm also pretty curious to see how some of the other endings play out. You have the opportunity to get different endings as you play through the game, just depending on your choices. So yeah, I totally recommend giving Yes Your Grace a try and play through it a couple times to see what you can come up with. I would like to thank Jax for allowing me to collaborate with him on this review. Once again, thank you for having me, and have a great day, guys. See ya.
Lastly, I also want to thank Synderman for his help making this video. His channel has amazing gameplay and commentary, so be sure to go over his channel, link in the description below, and subscribe to his channel. If you enjoy watching this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.